This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. What do I do? Do I talk? Happy Thursday, y'all. What is up? Another one in the books, huh? 2025. 2025. Sound is working. Lights are on. Knives are out. Nose is itching as per usual. Happy New Year, everyone. I don't have any. What am I going to do today? I don't know. What do we think? Fresh year, fresh shave, sort of. I mean, shaved to a 5 o'clock shadow. Left the sideburns. I used to do sideburns a lot. Lately it's been more let it go for several weeks, trim it all off, let it go for several weeks, trim it all off. It was starting to get itchy and I could like grab it, you know, and it's like long enough you can like actually get a hold of it in several places. And it was time. It was time. A little thin. Right here. I think I went in kind of make this thinner and I kind of made this a little too thin right there. Whatever. How is everyone? How was your new year? Is everyone safe? I know there was some crazy stuff down by the Knight's Edge, but he reported in all good, so he was not in that area with the craziness. Ugh. They were out of sugar-free Red Bull. I mean, this is ultimately better, but when you switch to everything and you stop having sugar and then you have one with sugar, it tastes weird. Just like sugar-free tastes weird when you're not going sugar-free. Does that make sense? Did my chat crash? Anybody here? Type something in the chat. Let me know you're alive, or is it going? Seems like it froze on me. Or maybe nobody has much to say. Happy New Year, everyone, says Echo. What's going on, Echo? Jeff, Pipe Thirsty, Clint, Laid Off Pete, Marco. Marco always gets in here first. Ground Fog. Mick Ranger. Eagle Scout, what's up, good people? Good old Greg Vander Flip. Try to pop in later. I'm at hospital. Hopefully get a chance to be back. If not, smash Kenman's right in the like button. Thank you, Greg. You probably can't hear me. What's going on, Jay Korskadin? Yeah, he's first all the time. Marco's got an alarm set. What's up, Laid Off Pete? And we're here. It's Thursday. It's chill. Not a lot going on. Still kind of got to go back to throwback Mountain Dew. Ugh. What's up, Ken? The throwback sugar Mountain Dew and like that old label, that stuff is gross. Too much sugar. Even regular Mountain Dew. I was a 7 can a Dew, 7 or 8 a day for, I don't know, 20 years? Ew. Yeah, not good. When I stopped drinking the dew, I literally quit cold turkey. It was fine. Just started drinking sugar-free stuff and still a couple Red Bulls a day, I know. But now I have a Mountain Dew and they're gross. I had one a couple months ago and it was definitely gross. What's up tonight, Clint? I got pretty much everybody's stuff shipped out. The stuff I don't have shipped out would be things that I have on loan. Some stuff from Lanyard Man, some stuff from Mikey Trails, and then the custom jobs that I've got to do. Plus the ones, the customs. Oh, shoot, where's that stuff? Forgot to turn this on. From, what was it, Gabe and Waylon, both were winners that get custom KDK knife customizations or whatever, so I haven't shipped those out because we haven't got the customizations all down. Waylon kind of made some decisions on what we're doing to his artisan cutlery. Gabe, I've talked to Gabe. Gabe actually won twice now because Gabe won the Ethan Grow Custom and the Mad Yako Hank, and that was for like the 7K giveaway. And then when we did the Militao giveaway, Gabe won that. Lucky that guy, right? Better than Red Bull. That shit will give your kidneys wings. What's better than Red Bull? Throwback Mountain Dew. Well, it depends. 1 Red Bull or 7 Mountain Dews. Neither of them do you any good. Neither of them will do you any good. Everybody get everything they wanted for Christmas? Do they have a good New Year's? Did you go out? Did anybody not go out? Or did everybody go out? Or did nobody go out? I personally did not. Stayed in. It was chill. And could have been, I guess, more eventful, but it was chill. I, watched a couple of movies. Right? What's up, Justin? What's up, Stacy? Worked on a design for Stacy today. I got some pictures of it. The laser mark didn't come out as nice as I was hoping. Big Hams, how's it going? Robert Willoughby? I don't do holidays, so home. Yeah, chilling at home was great. I watched a movie, holy good lord. Anybody see the movie The Substance? Yeah. If you, I don't know. I mean, we can spoiler free it, and not even discuss it, but the movie The Substance, Demi Moore is the main star, and it gets wild. Absolutely bananas. Fantastic stuff. I can't recommend it enough. That was great. What's up, Waylon? We were just talking about your artisan cutlery. I haven't started it yet, but it is on deck for the custom, because we're going to be acid etching and doing a dye project for him. So that's all in-house here. Was it black goo? Was what black goo? Dwayne Letterman. I don't know. Okay, that's wildly unfair. 1 Red Bull to 7 Dews. I'll just have 1 beer or 7 shots of brandy. Huh? Right? I mean, when I was just drinking the Mountain Dew, that was basically my liquid intake. So it'd be 6, 7, 8 every day. And the Substance. Oh, yeah. Stacy, you saw it. It's wild. The Substance. Was the Substance black goo? Oh. The substance was something I needed the poop knife for. Wow, if you like some crazy stuff though, if you like Cronenberg type stuff, you saw The Fly. It's some body horror to the max. It was great, I tell you, for a mainstream that did well. Wow, it really gets just. Stacy doesn't watch movies. You don't watch movies at all? Read books, probably, maybe? Or listen to books? I kind of like listening to books when I'm at work. Is your name a play on James Bond? Kenman. Dan Kenman. Yes, sir. This sticker, I've given these out a few times. Dun 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 dun. Is it out of focus? Probably. There, it's a little bit better. Mostly YouTube. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad place to live. I spend a lot or much of mine on there. I like to catch a movie once in a while. I'll watch a show if it's a good show. Something. But yeah. I trying to think. I haven't watched too many movies lately, but yeah, that one was nuts. I kind of want to watch it again because I kind of want to watch it again. It's wild. It's totally wild. You know, I like horror movies, and I like Cronenberg stuff and body horror stuff, and yeah, it just gets nuts for sure. Anyway. So yeah, New Year's was chill. I heard people launching off fireworks here in Minnesota at midnight. The mutton chops got you. You liking that? They're a little light. I've had some serious chops. I've had some colonial, like where I let it go and get really long. So I had like 2-inch kind of beard growing, and then I shaved everything off, but like this. But I left them like 2 inches so they could like wing out to like here, like literally. Whoosh. It was pretty gnarly. Been marathon watching Deadwood. Wow. When did that come out? That's been a while. That was a good show. Deadwood. I watched Dune, the Dune series. Wasn't bad. If you know the books and you know the story, it was a little bit more entertaining than I think if you didn't. But I am also kind of a Dune lover, and so any adaptation of that story doesn't quite. No one's really been able to do it the justice. Even the new movies were good, but they kind of missed out on some stuff that I think they could have done better. There was a mini series that was on Sci-Fi in the early 2000s, and it's like the cheesiest graphics and like costuming, but they got closer to the book, so that was a little bit better. And then the first Dune movie came out. My dad took me to it because he had read all the books up to then. Well, look who's all fancy with the fancy live stream. Yeah, TKE got himself in trouble is what I heard. That's what I heard. TKE. Happy New Year, Lanyard Man. How are you, buddy? I got some stuff going back to Lanyard Man here soon. I've got a custom that we're going to do for him as well for that Spider Co. But he's kind of behind a couple others here still. Did you have a good New Year's? Henry G. Oh, I read that one. Ken Fix, that's all I do. Movies for days. It's about to get real cold in the Midwest this week, right? Yeah, TKE's got to go flip a mattress. What? I'll be right back. I got to go flip a mattress. You're changing the sheets and it's time to flip it, I guess. Yeah, TKE, he was being naughty. Has some stuff lying out, and they got his stream shut down now. You can't go live for like how many more days? You gotta wait now. Marco, KDK, you should start another live 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. Right? Right? Yeah, that's a good time to start it up. Give us the dirt on TKE. Well, apparently he was doing a live. I don't know. And he had one of his pew-pews like laying out over here. And like during his live, and then he saw it and he went over and he grabbed it and moved it. And as soon as he picked it up...
Boo Anderson became a member. Boo Anderson celebrates 4 months of membership. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you, Boo, for 4 months. Top dog right there. 4 months is styling. I can't go live until KDK stops doing verticals. Ha! I haven't done any in a couple days. What day is it? Thursday? I did one on Monday. I was chill the last couple days. He had one, yeah, it's like one of those things you can't talk about on YouTube, you get shut down. Anything that is a projectile, his pew pew. Pichu. Yeah, they don't like that. And so he got shut down, which is crazy. I don't know. That's just what I heard. Was there echo, 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 says Mike J. Okay. So I knew something. Yeah, that's slang. Yeah. Yeah. This ain't no vertical TKE, says Henry. That's right. Homer? The Homer. Yeah, it feels like bots. There, like, how many more bots, how many more AI type things are going to be like just watching stuff like when they shut down? Well, I think if you want to, if you just openly just do it, that's becomes what your channel content is. You lose all your monetization, but then you just run, you know. But if you're trying to run a live and you're trying to monetize it, just ordered a Kizer. What? It's kind of like if I can make a video and I can post it and I can have a Metallica song on the video. I just don't set it to monetization. Like I've done that when I do the lives at the disc golf putting leagues, because we're at a facility. There's music in the background, so often within the first 10 minutes or whatever, it gets demonetized because they can hear that music. But then if you just don't fight it, you just say, yeah, not, you have it checked not monetizing, and you just run it like that, you're fine. Because there's channels that are specifically about that, like we're specifically about knives. And you see that. You see all the ones where it's the cute girl at the range or whatever. Anyway. So, holidays have come and gone. We are in the year 2025. And apparently, Titanium Justin ordered a Kizer. Guess what I did, Justin? I also ordered a Kizer. Oh yeah, Kizer sends you stuff. Yeah, no. I click purchase. I bought a Kizer. I paid full price for it, and I didn't even believe. Check this, okay? I've been messing with my stupid computer. I'm getting a new computer. I don't know what I did, but long story short, okay, so I went to Kizer and I bought a knife. Well, of course I'll use my affiliate link, right? I mean, I can use my affiliate link and then, get that commission, right? So I should get a couple bucks for making that purchase. Well, apparently the way my tracker or my ghostery or I don't know what it was, but I clicked it, I opened the link, I bought it, and it didn't show up into my transition history. So I didn't even get the commission off of a purchase I made myself. But yeah, any guesses? I'll give everyone a minute here. We can make a couple guesses if you want. What one did Justin order and what one did I order? My word, look at those chops. They're not even that hefty. They're kind of lighter. I kind of went subtle. Whip out the knife. Which knife? John the Engineer, Mini Momo. Man, tell you what. First guy, first guess, first go. Boom. Mini Momo. Dang. Boo says the same thing. Mini Momo. Yeah. So, I paid for it, right? So you figured me out, Mini Momo. Justin got the Mini Mystic, that's cool. Which color did you get? And which Mini Momo did I get? Is the question. And if you plan on going and buy something at Kizer, here's a link right here. Right there in the chat. Boom. Click that link. Do it correctly, not like I did it. And you would actually new one. I ordered a new one. I haven't got it yet. I ordered a new one. Or which new one? The muskrat. I did not order the muskrat. I do want to get a muskrat. That one's on my list. What's up, Brown Sugar 69? Alex, what's going on? I want to get the G10 red and black Momo. TKE was doing vertical, trying to be more like KDK. Some people were saying it could be a violation in the background, so he reached to move it, and poof, he was gone. Just like that. Yeah, it's a mad world. Yeah, Ken, we can stop looking at my face and we can go, maybe not. Oh, that's not going to work because it's not plugged in over there. That's fine. What happened to my color? Washed out. What happened to my washed out color? A little better. Apply. It's so funny how I feel like I gotta fix that like every time. This looks better. Yeah, so new ones. This was my unboxing from today. Everybody see this one? Ken, did you see this one yet? So this is the Rosecraft Zambezi. Look at the size of that finger choil. It's absolutely enormous. I appealed it. Appeal was denied. They're saying it's not a ban or strike, but I can't live stream. So spoke to another agent and they're supposed to email me back, says TKE. Sorry to hear that, but I hope it gets all resolved soon. My wife's getting me a CRK for your birthday. A lefty, of course, so you know it will eventually find its way to me. Lanyard man is a sweetheart. But yeah, look at that finger choil. Holy God. My thumb has space. It's like I can push it to the side and it doesn't fill in the whole area. It's crazy. Titanium Justin now has a case edition also, needing a Caribbean and Kentucky bluegrass colors, right? Addiction, I think he says. Addiction. Kung Fatty, Happy New Year. What I need is this. Hold on. This goes here. Boom, like that. There we go. Look at that focus now. With that light jam. Dude, tell me this thing isn't sick, though. The only issue, if it's even an issue, look at that chunk of wood, is this half stop, gadoosh. And then the close, boom. If you got your finger in there, you are losing it. What's up, Leafy? What's up, the Ponds? So there's the nail nick. Oosh. Oh, man. It is a tight pull. I was gifted a tree seed for Christmas and told me it was a bonsai. Alex, those are cool, but the patience is real. Couple of years before you're even looking at... I mean, it's really cool. I've got one. But after a few years, you see that it's on its way, but got many, many, many years to go. TKE is just a hard man. Just a badass. See how tight that is? But look at that finger choil built into this section right there. Boom. He says Rosecraft has the best acoustics. I'd say that's true, but this Rough Rider kind of begs to differ. The Rough Rider Apta. I ordered 2 more of these. 2 more. So this is the copper one. I have the brass one on the way. So then we'll do a shipwreck with the brass one and the copper one, and we can kind of see some similarities and differences in the material. I think I'm going to try to do them both in the same container at the same time, so we can kind of get some comparison and contrasting effects on the copper versus the brass. And then I also got the micarta one that has the Warncliffe blade. So ting, tick, tick, tick. I got my leg caught in a slip joint with a hardcore snap. Lost it. Robo. Oh, Robo. Boom. Getting a YouTube prison tat as we speak. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. You know what I do have? I mean, speaking of... I don't have... Those buttons aren't working. That sucks. That reminds me, I need to get on... GTA 6 is going to be coming out apparently this year, hopefully. GTA 5, I have a tattoo on my character. I know we're talking about video game characters or whatever, but I have the tattoo for the world record, when the only way that you can physically get that tattoo is if you actually get a world record. And by world record, I mean actual world record, because it's when you play GTA Online and you're the first person to get a specific something, you can get a world record for it. And it was for a race. They had released about 10 or 15 new tracks in one day, and I was online playing a bunch of them, and I happened to get best lap and world record lap, and then it unlocked the world record tattoo. So I had to instantly go and get that on my character, because you can't get it, without actually getting a world record. So for one moment in the world, in the earth, I had the world record on a GTA 5 track. Unfortunately, days like now, I don't know how long that any of that'll even work anymore, because that world record lap was like 40 seconds or something like that. And if you go play that same track right now, the world record lap is like 3 seconds, which is physically impossible. But it's so full of people who have mods and things that cheat. And so now the world record is a physical impossibility. So it was like the only chance is because the game had only had those tracks out for less than an hour or two, and I'd been playing them the whole time. So my odds were sort of in my favor. So it's not really as cool as if TKE were to get a YouTube prison tattoo. Or maybe. Maybe. Oh, my buttons don't work. I had to go plug in my thing for my buttons. All the good ones I own. I think Mr. Eddie's already sent you his. You're welcome to my stash. Just gotta ask. Aw, Lanyard Man's so sweet, isn't he? The Pond's got a copper Tuckamore. Can't keep my eyes off it. Tuckamore is an excellent knife. I'll go grab mine right now, because it is an excellent knife. So I have the titanium and micarta Tuckamore. I got this at Blade Show Texas last year. Definitely one of my favorites. I was beating GTA 5 this time last year before I started the channel. Yeah, before I had the channel, I would play some video games here and there. I was playing Zelda, not Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, once I started up the channel, I pretty much have not played any video games. I did the Kyle heist 8 times in the last 2 days, says Ken. Oh, Ken. Man. I've done the Kyle heist so many times. Hundreds of millions of dollars. I've probably done the Kyle heist at least a few hundred times. 3, 4, 5, I bet. Now, I used to speedrun it, which was really fun. I kind of miss that. You know I'll be playing, though, when GTA 6 comes out. That'll give me a reason to try it out. But, yeah. Concept Tuckamore. Excellent stuff. Robo started Red Dead, got halfway through, learned the main guy, dies in the end. So ever since, I just ride around and hunt and ride the prairies. Yeah. I never finished Tears of the Kingdom. I am I like the game for the game. I like going out on the quests, finding the new thing you got to go and rescue, or get the next tower, get the next, whatever. I like that more than actual finishing the game. The chase, upgrading the weapons. KDK, seeing that knife on your table was my continued inspiration. Which one? Oh, the Tuckmore. That's why you got that one. Awesome. Glad I could. It's a great knife. Playing the spit out of Black Ops 6 and Zombies right now, says Lanyard Man. Nice. Also got the Tenable Colibri. It's 9 7/8. How do you type fractions, right? How do you type fractions? It's magic. It's like, how does B Shady type his name? I can't even at B Shady because it doesn't know how to read it because he has that font. Laid Off Pete picked up a Tuckamore. Shocked at how light it is. Light. Yeah. Which one did you get? Or what's the handle? I got this titanium. Mine doesn't, I wouldn't say it feels light, but it doesn't feel heavy. Alex, Happy New Year. Flipping the Demco AD20 or AD20S. Who likes Demco? I do. Diamond and silver wrapped packages, 1.6 alone. No Panther statue? The good old Panther statue. What's up, Fook Doozle? My man Fook is in the house. All you crazy knife addicts. Fook's top dog. Oldest in the book. First one on the ledger. Let's get matching concept Leviathans. Concept Leviathan? Okay. How much are they? No one guessed which mini Momo did I order? See if my CPU explodes on us here. Here we go, 100%. Maxing out B. I need to get a new computer pretty bad. Pretty bad. My Spy 20... You got a shaman and it came with a free donut knife? What was the donut knife? That's a pretty good a score. Titanium. I see that I've underestimated your sneakiness. Right now, Los Santos is covered in snow. Man, I need to log in. Except for my... Yeah, I can't. I had to uninstall and reinstall, and it didn't pop up because I didn't have something connected right, so it wasn't reading my thing. But if I go into my social club, I can find my guy. So my guy's still there, but my computer isn't currently set up for me to... It wanted me to start a fresh game, not open my guy, which is this absolute sad face. Okay, I'm back. Had to switch to my computer. Laid Off Pete says I got the purple and black mini Momo. Let's go. Stinking buttons don't work. I'm going to say that every time until I go over there and plug it back in. Hi. Hey, everyone. Ooh, we're starting to get some action. Starting to get some lava flow action up in here. Rick's Knives did his first live stream yesterday. What time did you do it? Did you do a vertical live or a live like this? I'll try to make it to one. I always try to bump into lives when I can. New police livery Corvette. Yeah, I can. Problem is I guess I couldn't just start another guy, but I don't have my stuff is not connected right now. Unfortunately. While the stuff is moving. Shop. Coming soon, or I guess it would be new arrivals now, because they arrived. They arrived. Paste. There's my link again. Pin. Alright, now it's pinned to the top. There's my Kizer link. If anyone wants to pick up a Kizer, we're checking out some of the new arrivals. Crap. I'm just gonna go to here, go to search, go to here, Momo. Rick says it was horizontal around noon. Sometimes I can. We need to get me a PS5. What's that going to cost? 3, 4, 500 by the time you're done? Yeah. I did buy that steering wheel and the pedals for my nephews for their PS5. And then I got them Gran Turismo 7. And dude, that is super fun stuff. Didn't really care. It came with free with the other purchase. You probably gifted to a family member. That's pretty nice. So buying a knife and getting another knife for free. I really want to get this regular Momo, this full size right here. It's sold out here because this one's only available through Amazon. So this one is 14C28N, kind of more of the slightly more budget, $25 cheaper than the $100 one. 14C28N versus like, I don't know what the other one is, 154 maybe. Robo says no PS5s, just get a really good computer and do everything on it. Well, see, that's Robo. That's what I'm currently doing is I play all the games on my computer. But there's some, but yeah, Gran Turismo 7, I don't think you can get that. Isn't that one exclusive to PS5? Unfortunately, I feel like that might be right. What's up, Dave? Ooh, yeah, Thomas has got a point there, Henry. That means that one you got for free is an exclusive that you can't buy. It's like a limited kind of a deal. Stacy says she's family and she collects Desert Warriors. PC gaming is far superior. Any game not available on PC isn't worth playing. I don't know, because if Gran Turismo 7 is not on PC, it is, because that game is sweet. And I don't know, I bought a Switch specifically. GTA 6 is not going to be available on PC either. Son of a biscuit. But yeah, I bought the Switch just for Zelda Breath of the Wild. I love Zelda games. I've always loved the Zelda games. And when Breath of the Wild was coming out, it's like, yep, I need a Switch, I guess. And then Tears of the Kingdom came out. It's like I still have the Switch. All these things to buy. I need more money. I want to buy more knives. I want to get a full-size Momo. Maybe I'll get Kizer to send me one. I doubt it. They send me a few things, but it's in here and then there. We'll see. I don't expect it. Then those games are dead to me. GTA 6 will release on PC, but I think if they do like what they've done with other ones, it's like right when it comes out, it's only on like PlayStation and Xbox or whatever, and then 3 months later is when it then becomes available on PC. And by then, everyone's completed the game and you haven't had a chance to even play it yet. So it's like if you want to play it right away, you get kind of stuck. That's kind of how they get you to, oh, well, no, it's going to be out for this long before you're able to pick it up. Exclusive. But after 3 months, it isn't. Right. Because then they've already gotten everyone like myself who will end up buying the system. Sweet sassy molassy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Okay. So I really like that Momo right there, the full size, but I didn't buy a full size. I bought a mini Momo. Which one did I get? Did I get the Nitro V aluminum black G10? Did I get the D2? Did I get the Nitro V with the Ultim? Did I get the sold out Christmas mini Momo? The purple aluminum with 154 cm, or the blue aluminum with 154 cm, or I guess the micarta. God, that micarta one. I would almost get the micarta one if it had the satin finish blade. I'm not as much a fan of those black finish blades. But I think ultimately I would get the blue one. But I didn't get the blue one. You have to wait 3 months just for the bugs to be updated out. Truth fact. They've only been making this game for 10 plus years. Ken, I thought they were talking about they're going to start cross-platforming though. Or that was like a plan. I swear I saw something where that was in the works. Is they're going to start being able to just like, oh, you can play that on any platform against other people. Like, what is the one? The Tiger Woods, but it's not Tiger Woods anymore, that golf game or whatever. That one I believe is cross-platform. Who knows? Top scores on Mrs. Pac-Man. You know it. So yeah, I was gonna buy this one. I was gonna buy this mini Momo right here. If I were to recommend someone to buy one right now, this is the one I would recommend. 154 cm, you can't go wrong. Nice aluminum handle with that blue. I have a really nice setting for a laser mark. No, my buttons don't work. I have a really nice setting for blue aluminum.
BEDC became a member. BEDC celebrates membership. What's up, fam? Hope you're great.
Probably echoed. Probably echoed. What the hell? No. PS5 to Xbox. Yep, I'm getting an echo. Of course it echoed. You think you get stuff fixed, and then you're like, oh, now I can hear it, and it was working good. But of course, echo, echo, echo. Thank you, BEDC, for 5 months. What's up, fam? Hope you all are great, is what it said in that echoing chamber. Much appreciation. 5 months. Very cool. BEDC is the proud owner of one of these little shipwrecks, as is Robo. I just did a third one. If you saw the video on it. Boom. What do we think of shipwreck number... wait, I've given away 2. There's 3. This is the 4th one I've done like this. Interweb's full of misinformation. You know it. Watch City Knives, what's up? I prefer Xbox purely of the controller, and I've had everyone since the OG Xbox. And then you get so backwards, it bugs me that Xbox to select is the bottom one, and you know, you've got your 4 buttons in the diamond, and Xbox select is here, and PS5 select is here, and that one is back on the one, and they're reversed. That always throws me off. Yeah, this one turned out good. Pretty happy with it. So much, though, that I almost feel like I want to take this one and try to just add some more blue to it. Maybe throw it back in for a while and do just a blue treatment. The blue on this turned out good. Dude, look at how that light, I put this light right up here, and it like forces focus Like then whenever I hold this up here like this, it's like instantly in focus now. Isn't that great? I really dig though how the blue kind of filled in the cracks. It dropped down in the grooves and then just stayed. I'm with Lanyard on the controllers. I've always been an Xbox buy because of the controllers. Yeah, I agree. The controllers, definitely, I'm more used to the Xbox. I have an Xbox 360. I mean, obviously that's old. Are you able to laser etch metal if it's blue? Kung Fatty, this is blue aluminum that I laser etched the snowflakes on. So because it's aluminum, it's really hard to get a dark black kind of setting on aluminum, but you can get grays and whites pretty well. So this is a blue aluminum, and then the laser mark is the white snowflakes. So yes. But if it was blue like titanium, you could do it as well. Here's a green aluminum with another, this one's a little bit more gray with the feathers. Oh, now it's not focusing. But yeah, colored, you definitely can. Yellow, black, marble color looks great. And now look at this focus. Focused here. Boom. Sort of. But not really. Can you believe this has got a bunch of views already? This. That answers it. Yes, Kung Fatty. Certainly can. And if you've got something that's blue, I've got a really good setting. It works really good. For aluminum anyway. But like this blue titanium, you could do it on that as well. And on the titanium, you could do a removal so you could make it silver, or you could make it black. What's the one with the feathers? This is the Concept Accipiter. Boom. Accipiter is the name of like a raptor type bird. And so I decided to do wings on the, laser mark the wings on the handle. Front flipper only. But actually I think you can, yeah you can. Push in that fuller just hard enough. But it is a nice snappy smaller front flipper. Concept Accipiter. The little turd pattern looks like the Tesseract from Avengers. But yeah, isn't this thing just ridiculous? Assisted. Silliness. The only game system I own is my modded PlayStation on original PlayStation. I'm actually, my buddy was over yesterday, ROB, and I'm looking into building, here, let me do this. Hello. I'm looking to build an arcade cabinet this winter as a winter project. You want to build one, then you want to build two, then you want to build three. What do you mean build three? Like, I want to build an arcade cabinet, a stand up, full on, go up, stand up to it, hit the thing, or drop quarters into it, and grab that joystick and play Mrs. Pac-Man or whatever. And you can get like a small like Raspberry Pi type computer set up and put a whole bunch of video games on that system. But the thing is then it's like, well, you know, maybe you want to have it do like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles old school where you have 4 players. So then you would need 4 joysticks. And it's like, so that's game set up too, because you have the first one with just a 2-player setup, or a 1-player switch back and forth. You go, then I go, and you go, then I go. Or you get the 4-player, all 4 people can play at once. Or what if you want to play Smash TV or like Karate Champ or something where now you're using 2 joysticks and it's the 2 joysticks. Like Smash TV, you use one joystick to move, so you're like moving up and to the left, and then you're firing down and to the right, or down and over, or whatever. So then you would need one set up so each person has two joysticks. So that's another setup. And then I'd love to do the old cocktail, the tabletop one, where you sit opposite each other, and then it would be definitely games like Mrs. Pac-Man and Centipede and Donkey Kong, where it's like my turn, then your turn, and then my turn, then your turn, and each person has like the controllers and stuff on their side underneath this little cocktail table. Fun stuff. So it's like, God, which one do I build first? But yeah, Alex, all of them can use a Raspberry Pi. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi computer, a lot of those old school video games, you can get them on one Raspberry Pi and have quite a few games in that cabinet. He hooked me up. We had one where it was like 400 or 500 games, but there's a bunch of them that are kind of eh. I've made 2 MAME machines. See, Laid Off Pete's already done it. He knows what's up. I would like to. It looks fun. And I like cutting stuff out of wood. But then it's like, oh, I gotta get the router so you can cut the edge, so then you can put the rubber seal. That's like, so you have the piece of wood, and on that edge you've got that rubber piece, the accent to make the whole thing look legit. What's up, Legion Steel Knives? Got it in a Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet. Nice. See, and then if you want to play Mortal Kombat, then that's like 6 buttons or 7 buttons for each character. And then maybe you want to have a roller ball for playing like golf. Happy New Year to you, Legion. Using old Operation Wolf. See, if like you can find one of those old ones. If you can find one of those old ones. Not the easiest thing to find anymore. Back when I was working, back in the day, there was a time when video games were going out and people thought they were done, didn't need them anymore, and they became cheap. And you could have got old arcade cabinets for next to nothing, you know, before people realized they're like, oh wait, these are going to actually be worth something eventually, you know, and maybe they're not worth a ton now, but they cost more than they would have. You've been able to pick. There was a time where you could have picked them up for next to nothing, for like, oh, take it because it's easier for you to take it than for me to try to find a way to get rid of it, kind of a situation. Laid Off Pete sold one 5 years ago for $100, right? Sometimes that's kind of the thing too, is you can find something just because it's big. I got a canoe for really cheap because they wanted it out of their garage. And if you're willing to get it out of their garage that day, in some cases, I used to love going on the, God, I haven't done that in a while. I used to like Craigslist free. Like if you got the day off, you got nothing going on, go on to Craigslist free. And it's like the stuff that you could get some cool stuff for free if you're ready to go get it right then and there. So you go and look and you find something, you are on your way, you might be able to get it. Get some good furniture or a canoe or things like that. Laid Off Pete has one in his office. Make me an arcade cabinet too. But make it a foot. You gotta make an oversized one for Robo so he doesn't have to lean over. It's gonna be like a 9 foot tall arcade. It's like 50% increase in size. Wouldn't that be something? So yeah, I recommend using my link and picking yourself up a new Momo. They've got some cool ones. But yeah, at the end of the day, I got one of the last ones of these right here. What's up, Jay? What's going on in here? Haircuts? I did a trim, kept some chops, but for 70 or 80 bucks for the 154 and the D2, all those other versions, for 99, I got the S35 VN with the titanium bolster. That's like the top of the line mini Momo that they made. I'm going to be honest, I don't really like the Christmas theme G10. If everybody remembers, I did buy a CNC machine that I haven't used or shown off or done anything with, that maybe I could actually set up that CNC machine, get going, make some scales, and this would be one I'd be down to put some scales on, because I think an S35 VN titanium bolster mini Momo with all gold and the silver blade, I put a different scale on there. This might be the sickest looking one. Is that a folder? Yep. Front flipper only, Robo. Put a 55-inch monitor in it. Oh, now you're talking. Tomorrow on Bees Blades, he's doing the new Kizer live stream giveaways and exclusive discount code. I thought he already did that. Or was that just a video? Because I know Bees posted his video and he showed them all off. Kizer sent him all of them. So every version of the Momo and mini Momo that just came out, the new other knives that just came out. Make me some Delica scales. Will do as soon as we get into it. With all this game talk, have any of you folks watched the movie Pixels on Netflix with Adam Sandler? I have not. Our boy Ken Fixed. He knows how to get some knives up in here, but does he know about movies? Someone watch it and let me know. Report back. Pixels on Netflix. Adam Sandler? I haven't seen an Adam Sandler movie for a while. That was a video, right, Stacy? Yeah, I remember I watched part of that because I wanted to see the lineup, and I saw him lay them all out and start talking about them and stuff. I had it on kind of at work, so I didn't really fully get to focus on it. Campy fun, says Laid Off Pete. I like campy. Hey, Kizer, think of me, just saying. Kizer's been really good to me. But yeah, I wanted a Momo. I wasn't going to say, hey, Kizer, send me a Momo. So I figured I'd just buy one. And then I was literally going to buy one of the new ones that just dropped yesterday. And as I looked at all of them, I decided, this is limited run. And they're still were in stock. It is now, currently, it is out of stock. And they only made, I heard that they actually made more. But right here it says limited 200 pieces. So they only made 200 of these. Maybe they made 300. I don't know. But they are numbered individually. And it does have the titanium bolster. Boom. Titanium bolster. And S35 VN blades. So as far as all the mini Momos go, that's the highest quality of the materials. They've got them Momos Nitro Vs, 154s, S35 VN, 14C28, and D2. They've got a little bit of something for everyone. Laid Off Pete says it's worth a watch, so yep, that's two people saying go for it. It takes me a little while to watch a movie. I had wanted to watch The Substance for a while. I knew and I'd heard good things. But now that I have seen it, wow. I almost want to watch it again. Because it was... I was impressed. Anybody in here actually see The Substance? Because if you have, message me. We'll talk about it. I almost had a Momo, lost it in the mail. I know a few people lost some things in the mail. Some other people ordered the Hawk, never got their Hawk. If you want the honest story why I joke about Kizer, I'll tell you. Waiting for the Momo XL. The Momo is huge. Let's do what are the sizes here? Let's figure this out. Let's get legit here. All right, so the regular or the mini Momo 7.35. So 3.2 on the blade, 4.15 on the handle. So fairly standard. 4-inch handle, 7.35 total. Regular size Momo, slap. 9.35 inches, 4.11 on the blade. So the blade is like 0.8 inches longer. 9.35. Holy crap. Man, that is huge. I need to get one. Man. I need to find a sugar mama. Anyone looking to be a sugar mama? Online sugar daddy? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What was the other? That was the one that Justin ordered. The Mini Mystic. Justin, which Mini Mystic did you order then? I kind of like the burlap and the Ultim. Or do we like the brass one better? Yeah, I almost like this one better. Justin, which one did you order? Paid for upgraded shipping for damn designs and it still took over 3.5 weeks. You got the Black Blade 154. What? That one. So yeah, Justin got the burlap and the Ultim. Cool looking knife. What do we think about the Feeweed? Which one should we look at? I kind of... S35, S45, S90. What do we think about this one? Anybody hear anything good about this yet? CKW said USPS lost it, but lots of reports of similar experiences lately. Yeah, I've heard several people talking about knives getting lost and then they got it refunded and then it's like, well, now it's out of stock. Not awesome. The silver one with the Lexan does look cool laid off, Pete. These are interesting. Not sure. This fixed blade is pretty cool. The beaver. They're just going through the animals, right? The muskrat, the beaver. It looks like a chunk. How big is that lanyard hole? Like enormous? Is it like a 1-inch? Can you thumb through that? Is that like a reverse grip index finger hole? Wonder if the fat carbon is interchangeable on the Feeweed. It might be. By checked in, it mean the checked out process before it leaves with the driver. I feel like a more powerful knife person now that you have Maximet. What's up, Paul Mills? I had a sheepdog get stuck in the Canada Post strike. Message retracted. I'd try Kizer's brew. Yeah, would you drink 330 mils of Kizer brew with no other explanation on the label? You can't even smell it. Just like, here's the can. You ready? We're drinking this. It could be a delicious, refreshing drink, or it could be derived from squid, or you know what I mean, like seaweed based. Ghostkeeper says the acrylic and aluminum one's already sold out. This one here. Out of stock. That is a nice look. How big is it though? It's crossbar locks on smaller knives as a lefty. Yeah. The handle's 4.38. That's actually pretty long. Why did I think it was a smaller knife? It's actually a bigger knife. Right? How long is it going to be before we get these? A couple of weeks. I'll wait for the sale. What's up, Ron Dobbins? Laid Off Pete has great taste. Classic taste. Is that true? Is that a truth fact? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just really want a full-size Momo and a mini Momo. Surprised I don't have either. But I will soon. I don't know how long it's going to be. Well, mine's not even in this list of the coming soon. Yeah. What else did I order? I ordered a couple more knives from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I had to get a couple more of the Aptas. And then I found a swing guard that was kind of cool that I also picked up from Rough Rider, I think. I'm thinking about getting the Asher Nomad. Asher Nomad. I want to get that Asher Warncliffe. That's been on my list for a while. But I'm budgeting out. Going to Blade Show, Texas. I need to get a new computer. They have a cool Amazon exclusive full 14C full size. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at, Justin. The full size on Amazon. It's still available. So here's the Asher Nomad that he's talking about. The purple and piss Momo does look cool. Means my taste is great. Yeah, the ones you want are always sold out first. It's because you have excellent taste. The Asher Nomad is fire. Ooh, with the Warncliffe. Yeah. 130 to 145. When do they go on sale? Or are they available now? Add to cart. That's pretty sweet. S90V on the blade steel. With the mini growler. Yeah, Laid Off Pete, I know what you're talking about. When it's just so many things you want. And you just can't get them all. There it is. That's the one I want. Now it's sold out, of course. The Asher Spyro Warncliffe. That was the one I wanted to get. The blue one. It's pretty choice. Ron Dobbins, you should get it. Yeah, but I can't. It's sold out. If I were to have $140 to spend on an Asher right now, I want this one. I like that blade right there with that huge flicking hole. The Nomad is fine, but if I have a preference between thumb stud and flicking hole, give me the flicking hole. I'm kind of not as interested in... It depends on crossbar locks. Crossbar locks, it has to be a big knife. If it's a small knife, I don't like the crossbar. 7.4 inches. That's probably big enough. What is the... Come on. $7.4. So yeah, the new CJRB Acacia is just a little short for me as far as my enjoyment of a crossbar lock. It works good, but I wish a crossbar lock for me personally a little bit bigger than this. And that Asher is basically the exact same size as this. For me personally, I want a crossbar lock that fits in my hand like this. Just a little bit beefier, wider, just a little longer. You can see got about a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch down there, but just that much more makes it feel so much more comfortable to me. I don't feel like I'm getting in here and like squeezing it down like this and worried about catching my palm on there. So for me, a crossbar lock, I kind of prefer them to be a little bit bigger. And I don't know, something about them lately, I've just been kind of more into not crossbar locks. Not that I don't like them, I definitely like them. But you know, you go through, it's funny, right now all the knives lately I've been buying are like slip joints and stuff. It's like picking up these. But dude, Rosecraft blades, I'm loving this thing right now. That finger choil right there, this could be a fixed blade. If someone made a fixed blade like this, that size, look at that grab, boom, plenty in the back there. That it's not slipping out even though it's small. Ugh. I don't like getting my palm meat bitten either, Thomas, right? Dylan, what's up, dude? We got Dylan Mallory in the house. How you doing, bud? Are you going to be in Texas? I'll be in Texas. I haven't been able to get to any blade shows since last year in Texas when I saw you. But I will be there in March, so I'll come find you. Ron Dobbins says, smash that thumbs up, everyone. Yoder EDC got to get a Rosecraft. Rosecraft has some cool stuff, dude. So that Rosecraft I'm really enjoying. Where are they? I really like this one. This is the Stinking Creek Sow Belly. Tell me that one's not cool with that extra thick, wide boom. D2 on the blade steel on this one as well. Real stiff detent. Bing, bing. I got the Clinch River Swayback. That really cool Warncliffe on there. Excellent stuff. I dig it. But Rosecraft really got some cool stuff. I even picked up this one. This one was Titanium Justin was like, hey, have you seen this chonk? And I'm like, nope. And I went and checked it out. Rosecraft chonk. I love that silver and the red accents on there. Huge Warncliffe blade. Just absolute beast in the hand for a shorty. I hope I'm there. Usually ask very last minute. Right on. I'll come find you. Boom. But these were on sale. I think these go for like 50 or 60 bucks. 55 bucks. But they were on, when I picked it up, it was $24. Is it heavy? Jesus Christ. 6.47. So 6.47 for this size. I mean, it's thick. It's not the longest. 7 inches end to end, but like practically 2 right there. Absolute chunker, hence the name, the chunk. But the action is fun. Flicks out nice. Feels good in the hand. This is like something, if you're going to go cutting some cardboard boxers or something, it's just huge in the hand, right? So you grab onto that, you feel like you've got a hold of it. It doesn't feel delicate or anything. He has no words, just $2. I'm waiting for it to say something. It says nothing. Thank you, Brian Dixon, for the donation. We're all, or at least I was sitting here waiting to hear something. Thank you, Brian. But yeah, this thing feels great. It's just a beast. So like for getting in there and cutting some cardboard, doing some work, rather than holding a small, little more delicate item, this is like a tool in your hand with the reckoning for cutting cardboard like a monster. Was that English? I don't know. Speaking of doing work, this one's from the family. They got me the CRKT Razzle, but that is sharp on the end right there. Chisel point for making some chiseling work. I will come up with a reason to use that. I think it's a cool looking knife though. D2, really thick stock, full tang there, extra set of jimps, with a double row of jimps there with the micarta handle. Feels good in that hand. Just big enough that my pinky kind of grabs into this corner right here. You want to buy a set of 3 different Buck 110 variants. I have a couple 110s. What are the variants? Are they yours? Are you selling them? How much? What's the deal? Are they all different? What are the variants? Tell me more. Inquiring minds want to know. I can't pull the pocket clip off if I get a chunk. Why? Or what are you saying about the chunk or the pocket clip? Guess I can't pull the pocket clip off. Well, you can. It can be switched from either side, so there are holes set on both sides there, Yoder. And then if you wanted to not have it on there, you just take it off. Or you could take it off, swap it the other side for the lefties if you want. What is the most I ever spent on a pocket knife? A couple $100. The most expensive knives in my collection are all around that $200, $220 range. But the most money that I have personally spent is right around that, around 200 bucks. This is the Devo Tall Boy. That's one of them. Fuchsdoozle Slim Pro TRX S30V, classic with finger grooves and 100 light. I threw them on Blade Binge for 180. Could go lower private. That's Fuchsdoozle's listing. Titanium Justin just posted it. And the Knight's Edge just posted a random link of dangerous proportions. Who knows what TKE is posting on that one there. Enter with caution. I have a Discord discussing survival, bushcraft, self-defense, off-roading, prepping, etc. May I post an invite? Yes. And I'll probably take that invite, Ground Fog. Let's go ahead and click that link. Bad gateway. Justin, the one you popped up for the Blade Binge is not... Oh, no, it is working. That was weird. The first one didn't work. Was that the one that's now stealing all my information? I'm sure it's a Rickroll. Alright. Nope, no button working right now. Screen grab. Buck 110 Collection Bundle, 110 Slim Pro TRX with S30V, 110 Finger Groove, and a 110 Lights. Put the thumb stud on that one right there. Oh, look at that with the finger grooves. 110 finger grooves. So the Slim Pro TRX with the S30V, is that the bottom one? And then the 110 Lights, the one in the middle? Maybe I'm wrong. No, the OD green is the Slim Pro. I'm reading. He learned. Is 154 as good as D2? I think 154 is better than D2. I still think D2 is a good base steel, but personally I really like 154. Yeah, the green one is the S30. Yeah, I'm not in the market right now, Fook, but maybe someone here is. If you guys are, hit that one up. Oh my God. Patina Turner. What's up, Patina Turner? Buttons don't. I gotta fix that right now. Come on. What's happening to me? Why? Split. Okay, give me a second here. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. I can set that back there for a minute. Come on. A bum bum bum. Looks like we made it. Look at this. Haboosh. Haboosh, haboosh. Me. Here. There. Everywhere. Buttons are working, y'all. Buttons are working. Let's get these and match. Patina Turner, first timer. YouTube suggested I come hang out. Welcome, Patina Turner. You like knives? We're talking about knives. If you have any questions, I got a few from the holidays and featured ones on the table. We're kind of looking some stuff up. Titanium Justin is Rick-rolling us with the link right now. Back to gaming. Just thought I'd try to hustle a bit. Absolutely. Anybody... boom. Yeah, the Concept Leviathan. It's gorgeous. CPMS 35VN 4-inch blade. Oh, it's a hog. 9.6. Holy Christ. Dude, it's a pig. It's an absolute beast. 239 bucks. How about Justin? You buy me one, then I'll buy you one eventually. I see some usual suspects over here. You feel right at home? Well, if you see some people you know, then you must be in the right place. Those people that you see are great people, especially if they have little things next to their face, their name there. Just kidding. I love all of you. We have a good time in here. Holy God, that thing is rad, but I'm kind of, I just spent $100 on a Kizer. I bought the mini Momo for $100. I just spent some more money at SMKW for 3 more knives. I had to get 2 more of these. Listen to this. Right? This is the Rough Rider Apta. VG10 on the blade steel and copper on the handle.
Dragoon subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing, Dragoon. So I ordered 2 more Aptas. I ordered the brass one, so we're going to have a copper one and a brass one. We're going to do a shipwreck to both of them simultaneously near each other with similar techniques, and then we will then be able to see what the differences in results are between copper and brass. What I have noticed so far is brass tends to get more kind of yellows and lighter kind of greens and blues, kind of like this here. Actually, if you give me a second, I can go grab a couple examples. All right, so this one's not going to be here long. Somebody's buying this one, so it will be out of my possession fairly soon. So this is brass. Notice how we've got this cool kind of a yellows and almost a light green kind of a shade. And my focus is pissed. Why are you doing this? All right. And then this one is copper. And notice how the copper one is like more caramely, kind of a darker, more browns, kind of a reddish. So I'll be interested to see. This is the Civivi Exarch. Nice front flipper with Damascus. But just to try 2 that are the same kind of knife, you know, one like this with the copper and one in brass. Just kind of see what kind of differences we get. What's up, Randy? There he is. Randy, speaking of shipwrecks. Yeah, Yoder just got a Kizer Sparrow in the mail today. I don't have a Kizer Sparrow. That's one that is not in my Kizer collection. But I do like the way the Sparrow looks. If you have pics online, drop a link in the chat. But that click, right? Sometimes under that blue, if you Scotch Brite, it has some dark colors as well. Yeah, I've messed around with sanding a little bit, and I've also used the Sabatoru stones. They work great. Yoder made a short. Triumphant wishes you could show some of your Geck knives. Do you have Instagram? If you have Instagram, we can go look at some pics on Instagram. Leafy thought the Delica was going to be small, but it's actually a nice size. It's interesting how that works.
Patino_Turner subscribed to the channel.
Thank you, Patina Turner. That's great. Sorry, I'm echoing out. But yeah, it's so funny how like sizes of things. You look at something and you're like, oh, that's going to be great. And then you get it and you're like, wow, it feels so much smaller or so much larger than I thought it was going to be. Oh boy, careful. Careful. This is one of the new ones this year from Kizer. Actually really happy with the shot. It's cool. Kizer shot. What happens if I turn this off? Wow. My color. Aries EDC in the house, everyone. Say hi to Aries. Aries is just pumping knives out like crazy right now. Can't see any chat, says Randy. Randy, you had, I see, Randy said, what's up, Randy? Yes, sir, got it today. So yeah, Randy just got, he bought the Rough Rider Warncliffe shipwreck that I did, that really big one. He picked that one up, so he just got that one in the mail today. But Randy, you can't see chat. We can see you. What it be like, Aries? Says Robo. Slip me some skin. What are you up to tonight, Aries? Been still knocking out those knives, just making them like mad. Getting ahead of the game. Of course, the hawk. Got to get the hawk out every day. Whoa. 43 of us in here. You know what I haven't done? Let's membership gifting. There's a few. Who got them? Kaleidoscope, Iowa AK, Thomas McDonald, Level On Up, and Mr. Eddie. Half of them aren't even in here. They just hang out all the time, so they get lucky. Mr. Eddie. Mr. Eddie better get an alert. He can be like, what just happened? Iowa. See, the thing is, Justin, is they don't even necessarily have to be here. If they've been here or they're a subscriber and they've been interacting with the channel within the last like 2 days, they still get in the list if memberships get purchased. Because I got one time from, where was it? Might have been KC or something. And I was definitely not there. And I won. So there's something, Kung Fatty can't be gifted anything. Are you not signed up for it, or you just don't get the luck? I don't even think it has to be 2 days, says Robo. It's just something like that. If they are interacting on your channel and they're like a subscriber, then they can win a membership if some are given away. Randy can see chat now. All right, good. What's going on, Josh? I got one from a backyard astronomer that I only watched once a while back. Are you into that, Robo? I've started watching some astronomy people and some folks that have like telescopes and some of the newer telescopes, and I started getting fascinated by, you know, space photos. I mean, I got this photo right here. I've been printing up some other photos. getting a little nerdy with it. Alright. That was taken from the James Webb Space Telescope. Very cool stuff. But yeah, I wanted to get into some astronomy photography. Kind of interesting stuff. Aries, yeah, they don't actually have to be in the stream. They actually don't have to be here at the moment. Like those, some of those you could probably try to tag them and they're probably not here. Who was it? Delaney won one from me one time and he wasn't here. And then he was on like a couple days later and was like, yeah, I won a membership the other day. I wasn't even here. Pillars are neat, aren't they, Robo? But I kind of want to get a system, but it's expensive. It's definitely expensive. Yeah, but Kung Fatty, you'd be surprised what you could take. My cell phone, if I were to put my cell phone on a nice rig, I could take amazing photos with that cell phone because I can take 200 megapixel, 8K. They actually do quite well. I saw one video of a guy, what was it? He took a photo of a galaxy with a galaxy and a galaxy. He used a Galaxy phone. But the thing is you have to set it up on the thing with the telescope and have the magnification and then have the telescope that moves. It's basically because the Earth is, obviously we're moving, and so the stars move through the sky. And if you have to take, 50 photos at 10 seconds a piece, this star is moving through the sky, and so you have that on a tripod that is slowly moving with it. So as it takes those pictures, it keeps it in the same place. How come they can't take a photo of the Earth from that telescope? There are no actual photos. They can't because it's too close. That telescope is designed to take photos of things light years away. And the Earth is too close. You can control shutter speeds on cell phones now. That's all 35 had over phones in the past. It's just crazy with cameras these days, what you can actually take pictures of. I even took a couple shots of like the stars and I put it on a tripod. This was last year, and so it took like a 5 second. My brain. The shutter was open for 5 seconds, and so it was just slightly blurry, but it was actually quite impressive. I got a really nice shot of Orion. You can see all the stars, and then you can also see some of the trees and stuff at the campsite with some light from the campfire bouncing off the trees. I just saw a picture of a cosmic bat nebula. It was sick. Yes, Mallory, very cool. I feel like I've seen that one. I've been looking at a lot of pictures of some nebulas and some galaxies and stuff. It's pretty cool how it's like you can't see some of it, but they take photos and stack them. I just thought they had some from the ISS. It is cool, but that was what was interesting is like some of the things. It's like we can't see it, so it's like they're doing renderings. You're taking a photo, and you're stacking images to gather light, you know, like the way our eyes work and the way color works and the way light works. It's the world we live in is a trip. Just anything like this color on the table and how it getting into theory behind it and the way your eyes work. It's nuts. But the fact that you can take, you know, you get a still of the sky and you zoom in and you take pictures, and then you take some with a red filter, and then you take some with a green filter, and then you take some with a blue filter, and then you can kind of filter out those colors and be like, oh, well, this is the blue one's only seeing this, so this is there. So then you can kind of combine them together to end up with an image of what's there, even though it's not quite the same as what you would see with your naked eye. It's like how real. Someone's like, well, that's fake. It's like, well, is it fake or is it, you know, it's like when you're trying to see, like if you look at something on infrared, you can look at a picture that's infrared and you can see the person, you can see the heat registration and stuff like that. So it's like that's there, and that's something like a certain animals or whatever that only see in certain colors or whatever, or see things differently. The ISS is not in space. Is that, yeah, the space station isn't technically big enough, or isn't technically in space because it's only like 100 miles off of the surface. Well, all of the stars are suns, Stacy. So if all the stars are suns and we're spinning around a sun, yeah. We're just seeing a suggestion of color through a process. Exactly. It's and then what I see might be different than what you see. This red might be more orange with the way my eye processes it versus the way someone else's does. So it's like we aren't always seeing the exact same color. Lots of theories, lots of stuff out in the, you know, the universe is it exists. Here we are, and all we can really do is exist on it and try to enjoy our time here, because, you know, we're not going to be able to figure it out. Light and color can be tricky. Yeah, light and color, though, especially because it's so, like, subjective in a way. Because it's like, it's not color, it's the way light's bouncing off of something. But at the same time, we can all sit here and be like, well, that's red. That's green. Right there. That's definitely blue. And the knives keep cutting, right? And another day goes by and a knife keeps cutting, and we sent something all the way to Pluto and took a photo of Pluto and what's this called, Charlene or I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, Pluto and Pluto's sister are just spinning around each other. I'm Team Pluto's a planet, right? Remember we had an old tube, or the old projection TV that was like the 3 big light bulbs. It was like a big red bulb, a big green bulb, and a big blue bulb, and that shined up. And that was the projection TV. And somehow made like an image that we could watch. Pluto's definitely a planet. I tell ya. Who likes case knives, huh? This is the Case Muskrat. The other day I said Kizer Muskrat. Kizer does have a muskrat. But this is the Case Muskrat. 2 blades of the same nature. You got to figure out a way to cut it, like cut things like this. I'm Team Pluto's dog. He started feeling around on the trees. Man, we're on Pluto. How can you tell? From the bark, dummy. The bark. Yeah, I'm definitely liking Case knives. This one's cool. Gotta carry it more. Looks like a swamp fighting tool right there. Getting up in the swamp, doing swamp things. Although I think one of my favorites is this peanut. The peanut is nice. I like that it's got a half stop to it. I'm not a long pull guy. I like the half stop. Something about that just brings me happiness. There's nothing wrong with the long pull, you know, but I like it when it's got that half stop. There is no half stop here. Just boom. Long pull. Pluto is a cold, cold celestial dwarf. Yeah, the Kizer is a 1-blade, fixed blade. Totally different. I was at the world's largest truck stop today, and they had a fake bat that had 2 blades pop out of the wings. I should have bought it for 20. Wait. They had a bat. Okay, so it was in the shape of a bat. Like, we're talking serious Batman belt type scenario. And then the blades popped out of the wings. And it was $20. And you didn't. What? Why didn't you buy it? That sounds perfect. I would totally. You would totally redeem yourself. A dwarf is a star, right? Not a planet. A dwarf, I don't know. All I know is I got a shipwreck knife from KDK today, so the planets don't matter to me. Was it at Buc-ee's? I haven't been to Buc-ee's, but I've seen some videos on Buc-ee's. And I am interested in going to a Buc-ee's. But yeah, Justin, what is the world's largest truck stop? Where is that at? Is that in Iowa? $20 though? I'll throw you $20 for a bat, looking like a bat wing with 2 wings with blades coming out of it. That sounds fantastic. Dwarf anything really. Just means smaller than normal. Like me and Robo, I'm 6'3", but me next to Robo, I'm a dwarf. Right? You live 1 hour from there, KC. So Justin, it's called I-80? That's what it's called? It's called I-80, Iowa 80. Never heard of. But yeah, serious gas station knives, I mean, come on. Well, this isn't a gas station knife. This is a turd polished up Walmart special. But this is a gas station knife, right? The snake eye. Not snake eyes, the snake eye. Dwarf Kenmans. So gas stations, boom. Want to see another gas station? This is still my reigning champion gas station right here. It is called World's Largest. It's on I-80. Look it up. Boom. Yeah, might still be the reigning gas station champion. It's kind of top notch. I mean, sure, Oily Dragon has its place, right? And of course, the Zelda special with Jimps for Days. Something about a gas station special. It's like a gas station special has to have assisted opening, right? Boom. What's up, D Metal? We're talking gas stations. Used to drive OTR heavy haul. There, Justin just made a link for the Iowa truck stop. I love them. I mean, and then as far as, I mean, if this is, if it gets any crazier than a 1 blade, it could be a 2 blade. Anything crazier than a 2 blade would be a 3 blade. But once you get going, you might as well 4 blade it. That is supreme win. Red dwarfs make up 75% of the Milky Way galaxy's stellar population. Isn't that a trip? And then the next closest galaxy is Andromeda, which is far. And then there are millions of other galaxies that are further away even yet. And they're so far away that even the closest one, if you go to Andromeda, it's only 2 million light years away. If you could theoretically get there and then turn around and come back, it'd be 4 million years later. So I'm pretty sure no one else would be here. Yeah, tell me that's not the silliest thing ever. Justin, I would like to come visit. Another one of those things. Time's going to be going by fast. In a couple weeks, I've got my trip up north to do ice fishing with my buds. That's going to be a long 4 or 5 day weekend. That will be mid-January. Then I guess I have all of February because March, Blade Show Texas is actually the first weekend in March, or it's like the 6th, 7th, and 8th of March. So I'm gonna, at times, I feel like up till then, time's gonna be moving quick. Wild looking gas station knives are great for collecting. Yeah, Yoder, that's why I just got this one. This one had actually been on my list for a little while. It was kind of in a cart. I'd looked at it for a bit and finally it was like, yeah, I'm around to it now. Might as well. Boom. 5 restaurants, a buffet, full-size store, theater, shower service. So we can go have a blast and then we can still shower after we're done. Ha! I don't know what I was looking at. A boosh. Love them ugly ones though. All right, what else? Let's look at some stuff on the table we haven't looked at. I showed off my razzle with the chisel front. Oh, I can't wait to have a reason to chisel something. That's gonna be great. I got my new Squid Industries. Oh my God. I have no space. Ah. I'm working on it. And then I've got this one here. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Mm-hmm. I'm getting there. I suck. But I'm going to start watching some more videos, trying to get a couple of new technique turns or flips or whatever every few days. Try to add 1 or 2 a week or whatever I can. Patina, sure I won't. The Milky Way that we see is the the faint milky glow across the sky on a clear night, but not always, Robo, because it's like in a line. So it's like certain times a year it's more like this on our horizon, and then certain times in certain areas you can see it pop right over the top of you. It's fascinating. Once you start watching stuff, it's pretty neat. And just observing, seeing people looking at stuff with telescopes, it's pretty neat because you can watch stuff. People are just using lenses. It's like I'm just taking things, and it's like basically you're holding up binoculars that are they're fancy, and you can see some pretty cool stuff out there. Right, and Stacy, that's true. Depending on where you live, you have light pollution, and it's like when we go up north, like right now, if I go outside, I can see some stars. But when we go up north and we get on the lake, the stars are ridiculous. You can see so many more. Let me even bring this up. Oh, Stacy, look at this. Oops. I was doing some tests today with a thing for Stacy. I wasn't getting... You can kind of see some details on that one, but I wasn't getting the... getting it to burn out nice. You could see they're just kind of faded. A lot of the stuff popped off, and so I lost it. It had some watermarks I had to fix. What are you guys talking about? I can see the Milky Way in my son's Halloween bucket still. My buddy's got a solar telescope. Yeah, I looked at some of that stuff too, where you put that solar lens on there so that it's like looking at the sun. The little explosions and stuff you can see happening on the sun. It's crazy. Stacy, it's not that it doesn't work well, but it's like it lost all of the... You can see it's like every single one was a different setting. And you can see some of them on here, you can barely see it at all. Some of them are white. And that's every time you get something new, it's like you got to try to make it work. And so you can see here, this white section, you can see some of the lines are working, but some of it's fading out. So it's I got to remask it and try again. It's kind of like a thistle logo. Yeah, look at these. Okay, so this was from my trip last year. So this was out on the lake. But there you can see it's double bound, or you can see a double shot, but that's Orion right there. But it's crazy how, like, look at this. This is a camera on a phone. That's actually the moon. But it was a longer exposure. Okay, those weren't the ones I was looking for originally. Anyway. But yeah, depending on where you live, you'll get more, you'll be able to see more. See more butts. Right? Here we go. Here's a couple that I got that were kind of fun. Because you can see the tree, and then you can see all the stars. And you can see so many more stars up north. But yeah, off of a phone. Right? Cool stuff. How do we get here? What were we talking about that brought us into this? Oh yeah, because Robo was talking about telescopes or something, and next thing you know, remarkable how the Earth is just the right distance from the sun for our life. Any further or closer, no life. Yeah, and the fact that here we are alive. That's in order for it to happen, and in order for everything to occur, for us to be where we are right now. I watched one thing they were talking about, their theory about how like had the big whatever they say comet or something hit the Earth and then killed all the dinosaurs. And had that not happened, then their theory is that we wouldn't be here. The dinosaurs would still be here. But because they're gone, it allowed some other life to flourish and then evolve and grow that wasn't able to because they would have been taken out by the dinosaurs. And so that cataclysmic apocalypse burnt everything, started it all fresh. You know, how does this big old rock it's a nut. It's nuts. The fact that we're all here and we're even talking about it. We're talking about knives made by someone else. I got a lava lamp. You know, that's a thing. Welcome to planet Earth. We're on it. We're living it. We're doing stuff. I'm having fun. Are you? Okay. Rest of the knives on the table we haven't talked about yet. I got my Flytanium Arcade, thanks to Mick. Got this on sale. As you can see, well, not from that there, but my action on this has improved greatly. So what knife is 154 cm? Which, there's only one? I have a lot of 154 cm. I mean, here's one. Here's one. 154 cm. Milita. Get you a Milita. If you don't have a Milita yet. Arcade finally broken in. Psh, well, I guess it's looking like it's failing. I still do that once in a while. Something about the shape of it. I get my hand up here tight like this, and the shark lock touches your hand right there, and so you got to get it just far enough away so it can get that flick. I am happy with it though. Feeling good. Need to start carrying it a little bit more. Jimps feel nice. Solid win. The TI version is S35V, and that sounds right, Pete. Alex, drop bear is 154. Yeah, my drop bear is also 154. Whoa. Kizer Brat, 154. Here comes the CJRB love. Did I already fall out of CJRB love? 154. Ron Crow, I actually do not own any lasers. I work for a company. I work for a metal finishing company, and I professionally laser mark high-end medical equipment. So medical supplies, body parts, tibia plates, elbows, spine parts, scalpels, lung graspers, things like that. And so the lasers that I get to use are when I'm not working and the machines aren't in use, I have access to them. So we have a beamer, we have a Keyence, we have 3 Trumpf, TRUMPF Trumps. We have a FOBA. All of them they're all stand-alone machines, which means they don't sit on a table. They're freestanding 3 foot by 4 foot by 7 foot industrial size machines. So those are lucky for me, those are the lasers that I get to use. Dude, knife that's underrated is the Nice Guy, says Dragoon. I had a Nice Guy. I got it from Kizer and I gave it away. It was one that they sent me to use for a giveaway. But I did like it while I had it. The hype is real for the fixed blade Milita. Fixed blade Milita is dope. I got the S35 VN version with the camo carbon. This thing is choice. I love it. Look at those jimps right there. Extra set of jimps, nice reach, solid big size, full tang. Extra jimps on the butt. Jimps inside that finger choil. Oh, this knife is awesome. What washers or bearings that drag? The Tousser? I think the Tousser K is on like bearings, right? It's the action though. Look at that flap. I mean, the blade's got weight to it, but it just drops shut. I have 4 Tousser Ks. I love them. I might have 5 and get myself the Ultim one. I'm going to shipwreck this one really soon. Tousser has double row bearings, says Thomas. Yes. It is great. Let me grab my other Tousser Ks. Oh. Right? Tousser K. This is the Richlight version, 154. This is the micarta, also 154. Got the contour to it. The cool thing about these is I did a swap with them. All the black hardware was on with the blue Richlight, and all the silver hardware was on with the red micarta. And I swapped these. So now we have the red micarta with all black liners, black hardware. And then all the silver is now with the blue Richlight. I think the blue looks way better with the silver on there, better accent, rather than the black and the blue are so close in color, but they're different. I'm not a fan of black and blue next to each other. So the all silver on the blue just made sense to me. And then black and red I love. So here we are. Someone saw this and was like, oh yeah, I ordered the red one and I got it and mine was different. It had silver. And I was like, oh, that's right. Because I did this swap. But the action on these, it's just boom, drop it to your thumb and just swing shut. It looks like it's dropping slower because I have it sideways. But if I keep it vertical like this, it just drops. Tousser K is definitely one of my favorites. I love it. That's why I got this is my favorite knife. This is the White Mountain Knives exclusive mini Tousser K with the frag titanium. Absolutely. Deadpool Tousser K. Yeah, Ghost Keeper. Red and black. You have the one I need to match your S. I want to get a Tousser S. They've always been out of stock. I haven't seen one in stock at a time when I could buy it. But I've been wanting to get one. It's basically similar, just got that slightly different blade shape. Haven't had a chance to get one though. Honestly, I think it's the most slept on of the Kizer line. The Tousser S or the K. The S might be the one that slept on most. Another one from Kizer, the Veratus. I'm really happy with the Veratus. This one is great. The front flip. Even the slow roll front. Wow. What's wrong with me today? Can't do it. Fun stuff. Get the dark Ultim one. Yeah. Then I have 5 of them. It's like 80 bucks. Yeah, the Frag Tousser is my favorite knife. I like that they sent, you get the regular black pivot, and then they sent a gold one with it, so you can swap out. I like that you can do that, and then I put the gold one in there instead. Had crazy sales on them, 100 at the lowest for the premium. Premium Grazizo. Sales, I love good sale. I tell you what, good sale get me every time. This one I've had for a while. This is also one of my favorites. Premium Pony Stout. Loving the TI scales on the Migaron Karaki. I don't know that one. I have several Migarons. I like Migaron quite a bit. Karaki too. You want to see the copper Tousser K again? It's this one right here. It's copper, and then all the accents are all black with the 154 cm blade. Liner lock to the thumb, and then just drop shut. Oof. Tons of jimps. I love that it's just got all those jimps on there, and then the extra jimps right there for that forward kind of choke up spot and getting in there and doing work. Tousser K is it's definitely one of my absolute favorites. Shipwrecking this one very, very soon. Had to get a speeding ticket. Should have canceled. Oh, that's right. Ghost Keeper had that Huntsman, and what else did you have that was on super sale? And then you had a speeding ticket. Had to back out. That sucks. When we get a meetup, it's going to be epic. None of our collections cross over, so we be knife testing heaven. For sure, Pete. I'm in. It's described as purple copper on Amazon. Would you say it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's purple per se, but it's definitely, you can see that they've patinaed this up. So it's darker, and it has that really deep kind of bronzy kind of finish. I could see how they could say it's kind of like a dull purple, but it's definitely more of a brown, I mean, if I hit it even harder with light. There's that lighting we're talking about again, and what we can make it look like. I can kind of see how they could say purple, but it's definitely more of a dark brown, bronzish kind of a color. It cleans off and becomes unpatina. You could clean it off. I'm gonna clean those off before I do the shipwreck. I will take my Sabatoru stones and knock it down, and you get it nice and polished up. Come on. There you go. So that is the plan before I actually do it. This was my win from my Secret Santa. This was my ultra lucky premium win. Good God. Got stuff everywhere. Sorry. This is the Latama Yuki. $200. CPM 20 CV on the blade, titanium handle, titanium backspacer clip. It was a $40 Secret Santa, and my Secret Santa dropped a $200 knife in there. So I came out with a lucky win on that. Button sticks once in a while. You can see it's not sticking right now. Pretty cool looking knife though. Feels great in the hand. Nice style, nice button lock. Super lucky win on my part. I could have won a $40 trade like everyone else. Kind of did, 40, 50 bucks, and lucky me. Pulled the most generous person in the group. I used to carry the crap out of my Cormorant. Haven't carried it in a while. I need to start carrying it again. It's a good knife. Something about that Cormorant. It's ugly, but some people like it. Were there problems with that? Some people had some that were failing or something like that. I feel like I remember. Alex says he got some of those stones because of me. Supposedly one is coarse and one is fine. Yeah, you can... one is coarse and one is fine. If yours says this, the white one is coarse and the red one is fine. And you can tell. On mine, you can just tell. Like when you look up close, look at the right one. The pores are bigger. It feels grittier. This one feels smoother. So you should be able to tell. I've got a hang right there. My skin's kind of dry and a little beat up on my nails. It happens. In the winter, you go ice fishing and your hands get dry, and then you're catching fish and they get wet and then dry and then wet and then dry, and that kind of dries out your skin. People get some cracks and some splits and stuff in the winter. Mine's not too bad. My cut that I cut myself last Thursday is pretty much healed up over on that side. Rub what on my arm hair? Just bought the Concept Fenrir? Fenrir. Speaking of Concept Fenrir, I happen to have. Stacy got the twill carbon fiber and aluminum with Damascus. KDK works with his hands. I do. They're in pretty good shape. Not bad. So I have the lefty Fenrir. So if you look, I have a lefty liner lock on here. Whoops. So this is the full premium version. Lefty liner lock. Lefty clip. Titanium on the rear section. I guess all of this is titanium up through there. And then you have the shredded carbon fiber. And then S35 VN on the blade steel on this one. Boom. Nice front flipper. Is that the new one? Wow. The new one with the button locks doesn't have the front flipper. What did I cut myself with last week? It was on the peanut, I think. I had like another knife in my hand and I went like this to open it and it did that. I kind of went like that. But what happened is like I came across like this and then it came down and then caught me right there. So it was like I had my hands full and I was kind of reaching across like this and I didn't have it open enough and it dropped shut. And just gave me a little, it wasn't bad. You couldn't even tell on camera, and had I not said anything, I could have probably pulled off no one knowing, the wiser. But I'm not trying to pull one over on anyone. I was like, yep, and I cut myself. I like how they fragged the pocket clip to match the scales. They fragged the pocket clip too? That's interesting. And is that on the which one? Is that the why does my brain not work? Is it tenable? Which one are you guys talking about? Oh, the frag pattern titanium cormorant. Not a pyrite light? Yeah, forget the pyrite light, bro. Palm chewer, aka pyrite light. Frag pattern titanium, the cormorant. Kung Fatty's enjoying the live stream tonight. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Kung Fatty. We're chilling. Pretty laid back evening tonight. Wow, it's 8:30 already? How does that happen? 8:30, just like that. Do y'all get any table scraps for us just clicking an affiliate link, or do we need to buy something? My affiliate links, you need to buy something. I don't have any. Yeah, you'd actually have to purchase. Do I have a Tenable link? I do. Here we go. Copy. Boom. Want to buy something from Tenable since we were here. Yeah, I thought you guys were talking about the button lock Fenrir having some frag on the clip because it's got the frag on there. No front flipper though. It's kind of weird that they got rid of the front flipper and added the button lock. Not really sure. So this is what you guys were talking about. The frag cormorant has the frag on the clip. Yeah. Very cool. Golden Girls is on. In bull. Okay, anyone has a good answer to what I'm looking for, I'd be stoked. Crossbar lock, titanium, good price. Kunwu, but you want to spend less. Titanium crossbar. Yeah, I mean, if you could get it, you can't always get it because it's not available. But right here, frag titanium crossbar lock. Tousser K for the win. Unfortunately, you'd have to try to find one used. But these are about 110, 120. This is my favorite knife right now. But yeah, crossbar lock, frag titanium, 154 cm. Jimps for days. Feels great. I hate to say, yeah, get that when you might not be able to get it because it's not really available. But yeah, if anyone has a recommendation for Imbol, crossbar, titanium, probably looking for under 200 for that price. Ryan, what's up? Ryan Brown cut the hell out of his index finger trying to close the SOG twitch. Lock back stuck and I tried to force it. Spring tension decided to let go. Snap. Tough combo to find. Did I say I swapped the blade? Swapped the blade on what? Did I? Or was it someone else talking about blade swap? Migeron Vein. Dash of Blanche. Kizer XL with the frag handle. The frag is awesome on the Tousser K. Yeah, Paul, it's my favorite frag. It just feels perfect. The depth of the grooves, the way it just feels in your hand, it feels grippy. It just, it's home. This is home. Talking Golden Girls. Fun stuff. Oh, let's talk about this for a second. This is an idea I kind of had that I thought would be fun. Why is it now not want to focus down here? So did anybody, you guys see this video? The JJ's Trapper Knife Kit. Complete wooden pocket knife kit. These are like $12 to $14. I don't have the Bulldog Dragoon. I don't have the Bulldog. I need to get a Bulldog. So this little Trapper Knife Kit, this is like something to teach the youths. The two Utes? The two what? The two Utes. So it's all wood, but it does, like, see the action? See this little piece comes up and then it clicks down when the blade's out. It's like a slip joint. There's your, the drop point, the clip point blade, and then a spay blade. Got that same action, just a normal looking slip joint kind of a feel. Help you kind of learn about the parts. So they're all part. You got to put the pins in the right order and put it together, and then pressure fit the blades in there. It's just kind of a fun little thing. Yeah, is it a knife? No. Is it a little fun little idea? Well, it gave me another idea, which what I thought was kind of fun with this is it reminds me of in Boy Scouts they had what's called the Pinewood Derby. Anybody hear of a Pinewood Derby? What it is all the Boy Scouts they get a kit. So they buy this kit. You know, this is this knife kit, but the Pinewood Derby kit is a kit similar where you're getting all these parts and you make a car. You make a little derby car. So it comes with the block of wood, the pins, and the wheels. So then the wheels get pinned in underneath the block of wood. And then you carve the wood, change the shape, add some weight, put some graphite on the whatever you call them for the wheels, the axle pins, and then everyone takes it and there's a track, and then the track has like 4 rails on it and it's a hill, and so everyone puts all their cars up at the top of the track with this bar, and then they pull the bar and go, and then the car that gets to the end the fastest by gravity and the most efficient weight distribution wins. And then they have a little competition, and then it's whoever's got the fastest car, whoever wins the most races, whoever has the most creative design. It's fun. It was always a fun little thing to do, but I saw this and I was like, you know what? This would almost be kind of let's hear me out. This is my idea. Is it going to work? I don't know. Are we going to do it? I don't know. I'm going to have to get a hold of the company first. Make sure that's something that's in stock and available. But I thought what would be kind of fun is to do like a competition, right? And so in order to enter the competition, all you have to do is buy one of these, right? So you buy one of these, and then the competition is who makes it customized the most interesting. So before you put it together, you can take it apart and you know. So I thought you could take the blades and you could shape it. You know, you're not going to make it like razor sharp, but you could shape it, maybe change the shape even a little bit. Maybe put some contouring or some texture on the handle, paint the handle, maybe paint the knife. But basically what you would do is you would take the kit, customize it out your own way, and then that would be your entry. Be like, all right, here is my entry into the Trapper customization competition, something like that. There would have to be certain rules where you would have to use certain, because there's things where you could add accents, you know, maybe you could take something like a badge off of another knife, like here's a little Rough Rider badge that fell off, you know, and you could affix that badge to it to give it a little bit more realism or something like that. But we'd have to have some type of rules, because people could basically fully like not use these two pieces for the scales and completely make custom scales with a really cool piece of wood, and then they might win just because it looks that much better. So it'd be like you'd have to kind of find a way to limit the, you know, you have to use these pieces. You could add to it, but you still have to incorporate these pieces in some way, or make some type of set of rules or something like that. But then, you know, if we get 10, 20 people to do it, everyone makes a different one, and then we could have a voting. Everyone who entered gets to vote, and then like I would then kick in a knife and say, all right, and then we're gonna do it, and then the winner wins an actual knife or something like that. And then maybe we could trade them, or like people could be like, oh, Robo, I really like the one you did, I want to buy it, or whatever. I don't know. That's my idea. Comment in the comments, what do we think about that? Would anyone be interested in maybe doing that? It would be all of a $15 investment, and depending on where you live, I think you can actually buy these at like Cabela's or something like that. Does have a little spring action, but it would be fun to kind of see what people come up with, what they do. I know Justin would be in for that. He's an artist. Splatter paint, no doubt. And we could look into it. Maybe there are some other knife kits or something that's similar that might be more suited for it. Excuse me. But that is my idea. I'm going to look into it some more. Maybe even buy some kits, but I don't know, because then it's like if I buy them and then get shipped and then someone buys them from me or whatever, it's like it might up the price $1 or $2 or whatever, depending. I don't know. It's a thought. If people are interested in it, I'd be willing to kind of host something. And I don't know, I think it'd be fun to see 20, 30 different people and what they come up with. You know, what color are they going to make it? What texture are they going to give it? Have you heard of Black 3.0? Mine will be void of color. Is that like Vanta Black types, that stuff, Justin, where it's so black that you can't really see it? That stuff is cool. I've seen some stuff. I've seen some magicians do some illusions, some tricks with that stuff, because it's incredible. You can have something so black that then if you have a black table, you can lay it on the table and you might not even see it. Laid Off Pete looks like he's in. So yeah, I'll probably post, come up with some. Man, cut some steel, shipwreck it. The Black X Infinity paint is insanely expensive. I haven't looked into buying any of it, but I've seen that like Vanta Black and those blacks that are so black. It's pretty fun. I've bought it before. It's scented with coffee. Stacy's cat is named Sabbath. That's great. She's got a black cat named Sabbath. He sucks in all light sources. That is fantastic. I love it. I love it. Man, we haven't even... God, I can't believe 2 hours and 40 minutes can go by so quickly. I feel like, what did I talk about? I know I've had the CNC machine for quite some time. I need to get that running, and we need to start doing it. Black cats eat a lot too. We have to figure out rules for sure, because my mind's already going wild places. Right. I think the main type of rule would have to be somehow limiting that, like, all the pieces that it came with have to be used, you know, because if I were to, you know, just go buy some wood, I have some nice tools and stuff. I could cut out 2 scale pieces out of some really nice wood, put a really nice contour on it, carve up some lines, and it would instantly be significantly better. So it's like you have to use everything here has to be incorporated into it or something, because someone could go buy a nice piece of wood, carve up a nice scale, and that's just going to make it that much better. It's like where if you're now limited, because, you know, if you're not limiting things like that, it's like, oh, the only thing that's the same is nothing. I bought different pins. I carved everything a different size. I have different blades. You know what I mean? Knife must be all original pieces. Exactly. But if you wanted to add to it, I feel like that would be some way, you know, like maybe you could buy a really thin piece of inlay, you know, without trying to give anything away, and add another layer or something that could give another color pop, you know, like this or something. Things to think about. Yeah, no blade replacements, because you would have to be, it has to be a 2-blade trapper knife, and these are your blades. You know, now if you want to take this blade and turn it into a Warncliffe, you could do that. You know, put a nail nick on the other side, change the shape of the handle, things like that. You know, maybe you want to put serrated edges. My scales will be made of chest hair. You might win just from that. Just from that. So what does everyone think? Should I continue the shipwreck on this and try to add some more blue and green to this, or should we just call it a day? It does look cool as is, but we know we can get... Oh, don't be opening 2 knives at once. That's how you cut yourself. Because I could... Basically, all of this will stay, but then I could go in and maybe get some more blues, more greens. It's a thought. Help with gadgets. What's going on? I'm going to ask Jack Wolf to DLC dip it for me. Ha! Could you DLC dip some wood? Get the right stain on there? Can you dye clear acrylic? It depends on what it is. It depends. Basically, it's if it has pores. Certain plastics you can. FRN scales, like this right here. This is a fiberglass reinforced nylon plastic. This can be dyed. You know, the Ozark Grail Trail. This can be dyed. Altum cannot be dyed. It does not have pores, so there's nothing for the dye to soak into. So it depends. My knife will smell like bubblegum too. Going for fun and unique. See, that's what I did when I entered the Pinewood Derbies. I always tried to make the car look cool, versus the cars that won were the wedge. It was always someone who made a really tight wedge, very aerodynamic, with the weight distributed correctly, would be the ones that would win. I would put pipes on the side and make it into a crazy aerodynamic shape that was more interesting than just the wedge. And it kind of would go for like the best in show looks over functionality. Ultim was dyed by the piss of the gods. Most acrylic is non-porous. Yes, it just depends. Lexan, well, I know that some of them, it's like they can mix it. So when they're making it, they can add color. But you might not be able to dye it. In bowl, my Vision FG, I made it red. I have the white Vision FG right here. One of my favorite knives. I dyed it red a long time ago. Holding up just fine. Yeah, G10. G10 will take dye, no problem. Micarta will take dye. So certain handle materials will dye. Some of them will not. There you go. Gonna put wheels on my knife, carve it into a stash, add Ultim and call it the pistache. See, that could be a win. What's up, Raccoon Tactical? How you doing tonight? The wheels thing too. Yeah, see, now we're getting into like, I'm just going to go buy Pinewood Derby accessories and add it. Because I think that's one of the things that people, because yes, if we decide, yeah, you have to use all original parts, but that doesn't mean you can't add. So you could add scales or add thickness or add, you know, but this has to be there. Or I don't know. We'll have to work on figuring out how that works or how we're going to go into play. But yeah, Raccoon Tactical, we're talking about taking these kits, these cheap kits, and turn it into like a little competition where in order to enter, all you have to do is buy one of the kits, and then we're going to do a customization, and then everyone can vote on which customization is the coolest, and then they can win a knife or something like that. And then I'm going to be like, laid off Pete, I want to buy yours, you know? Everyone will have these cool customs. And it's like, oh yeah, that's for sale. 100% Go Strange. Looks like a loaf of bread right now. Where did I get it? I got it as a Christmas present from family, but I believe that they got it at Cabela's. But I went and looked online, and you can get them on Amazon. You can get them on... There was another website. I don't know if it was JJ's Direct. But I looked online, and they look like they're fairly available. And they're not too expensive. So I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do a little more research, and we will get into that. But I think it would be a fun one. Especially if it's something that they've got them in stock and people can get it readily. That would be the one thing. They're like, oh yeah, let's do that. And then got 30 people trying to do it. And they only had like 10 more. Now they're out of stock. Nobody can get one. I have to get a hold of the company and maybe we can get them to do a deal. You know, maybe if I get a hold of JJ's and say, hey, you know, what if I send 20 people? I don't know. My numbers could be, maybe only 5 of us even want to do this. But you know what I mean? If we get 20 people to do it, you know, maybe they'd cut us a deal or something. Would you pick a judge and we all mail ours in? Either that, or I was thinking, Robo, we could all have a vote. You know, like everyone gets to vote, but you can't vote for your own or something like that. Said I'm giving a Kizer Hawk to the winner? No way, dude. If Kizer sends me a Hawk to give away... But dude, they already sent me one. They sent me this one right here. And I am a very lucky boy that they did that. This DLC coated M390 titanium. I love this knife. It's moving up fast. It just feels so good in the hand. Works great. If anything, I would like a choke up, but it doesn't make or break it. Action, sound. Top 3 could get a prize. Yeah, I think it would be kind of fun that if everybody gets to judge. Yeah. That he's kind of Robo kind of has a point though too, because picks, I can make things look better in pics than they actually are in real life. Or the pic can make it look terrible. Say no Mo, I'm buying a kit to enter, says Raccoon Tactical. For sure, right? This will probably be it. JJ's Knife Kit. If anyone wants to do some research now, get any info, let me know. If you do have, I believe they did get it at Cabela's. I could be wrong. Jameson Woodworks, Belton, South Carolina. It's fairly simple. All parts, what is that? Made in the USA. Justin's in. He thinks he's a ringer. Thinks he's going to win. He thinks he's a sure win. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Maybe my focus sucks. My knife will be wearing a 3-piece suit. Everybody sends them to me and then I demo them on a live, but then we could still, I suppose I could do that and then I can show them all next to each other and then we could still have people vote. Well, I call this baby steps towards the door. We're walking towards the door. We're gonna open the door, and we're gonna make it. See, Pete, can I buy like 5 kits and like turn them into like an 8 blade? Like I combined 4 kits together. We might have to come up with some rules. I would say patina for sure. If you want to change the shape of the blade or the shape of the handle, I would think that's full on, because I would think that's almost the main thing you would do is like shape the blade, maybe make it more of an edge. Wow. You could turn it into a drop or make the clip deeper, turn it into a worn cliff, maybe add more grooves to the handle, contour it. Full regrinds. I love it. I love the way everyone's thinking about it already. Do they have to be sharp? No, but I mean, that would certainly could make it look more interesting, just kind of sharpening up that edge or giving it partial. Add a flipper. These are things. I would say adding material would probably be acceptable, but you have to use, what does it say? There are 6 pieces or whatever. Wow. 6 pieces of wood, 3 metal pins, and 1 instruction card. Like you'd be required to use all 6 pieces of wood and the 3 metal pins. Like, so you have to use that. If you want to change it, change it. Add a spring, turn it into a switchblade, maybe add thumb studs, maybe with a rubber band, right? Add some jimps. Maybe sandmine the blades. Get a couple bigger pieces and make everything thicker. These are the ideas that we can start with. I don't know how crazy it can get, but I think we've got some good ideas so far. Hollow grind that wood blade. Dude, if someone could get a sweet hollow grind on there, that'd be impressive. How would you do that? Other than actually using something that makes hollow grinds. This is a fabulous idea, and I think it could generate a lot of viewing hours. DMing Loot right now? What are you going to DM Loot about? Oh, see if he wants to enter. Let's do it. We can invite a bunch of people. Just remember where the idea came from. Me. It's my idea. This is my game. I don't have to win. But I think it'll be fun. Let's just hope someone doesn't steal it, you know? All of a sudden, Neves is like doing it. And they take over, and then I'm gone. I don't exist in my small dojo. I am working on this, though, right here. This is just prototype for my shelf. Let's get some of this out of the way here. You got the vertical view. Boom. 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 See what I'm getting at here? Boom. Right? So they all sit on there like that. And then what I'll probably do is, because see how this side doesn't have a groove, and then this side does, and that hole is for the pocket clip. So I think both sides should just have the pocket clip hole, because then if I've got some righty knives or lefty knives, you're not limited to the one side for the pocket clip. But I think something like this on my my knife shelf is going to help me be able to have more. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. Now that's like 4 knives. And if I lay them out, like, so basically where that's going to go, the knives used to be like this, right? So I have knives laid on the shelves that are like that. So it's basically 3, a little more than 3, 3.5, not quite 4, will then take up the same space this way. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, well, if it's this wide, it's 4. It's still going to be 4 wide. So it's not really going to save me any space. But the thing is you're going to see them better, you know? So instead of them being flat, and you're looking at them all flat, you'll be able to look at them from a distance. I think it's going to look a little bit better. I 3D printed it. I didn't design this print. It's a really basic print. If you look at it, it's just pressure fit. Like if I pop these off, right? And then it's just 4 pieces, pressure fit, you know. So they're printed just the right size that you can really just pop that in there. And then you've got your shelf. Very simple little 3D print. But something like that I want to try. You want one? Paul wants one. Do you guys have access to a 3D printer? Because if you do, that's the easiest way. If not, you know, I mean, find somebody who can print one for you. This is a pretty quick print. It took like an hour and a half. Not bad. I'm actually honestly thinking about then taking this piece as my template and just taking it apart and putting it on a piece of wood, and then I can go to my saw and just cut out 10 of them in the same amount of time that it would take a 3D printer to print one. You know, if it takes 2 hours to print this, I could then I could trace that on a nice big piece of wood and cut all of them out in like a half hour, and I'd be done. And then they're made out of wood, which is kind of cooler than plastic. Could you laser a puzzle on TI scales, Kenman? I've seen that puzzle situation, and theoretically, yes. Pain in the ass? Yes. I have a 2-tone right here in a bag. This is anodized titanium with magenta and gold. And so I also have a laser removal. So what you could do is you do all the one color, and then you laser remove, and then you do another color, and then you laser remove, then you do another color. And as long as you go backwards through the spectrum, where is my piece? I think it's over here. Hold on. So here's a piece of titanium. So as you go up the spectrum, it changes the colors. And so if you do the first one in like green, and then you do a removal of a section, and then you start going up again, as long as you don't get to green, the green won't change. So you do the whole thing in green, right? Then you laser remove a piece, or, you know, one of the, like you could just do one at a time, but, you know, so you'd laser remove a whole bunch, so just the one piece is green. And then you anodize it all up to blue, and then you laser remove everything except for those two pieces. And then you do it in purple, and then you laser remove everything except for those three pieces. And so on and so on. And then you could basically have an 8 different color puzzled titanium anodized thing. It would be very time consuming, but it would be possible. But the reason that that puzzle one that you've seen is so expensive is that exact reason. It would be very time consuming. It would be quite a bit of work. You'd also have to create some type of perfect jig so that you can pop it into that jig, do the laser removal, take it out, anodize it again, but then when you go in, you pop it in that jig, it's in the exact same spot so that it lines up exactly. It could be done, Kevin Smith, but it would be definitely time consuming and patience and work. Iowa AKA can print them. I'm sure he'll be very fair on price. Yeah, if I had more access, I have a resin printer, but resin works different. This is easier to just print on a standard 3D printer. Yeah, you find someone who would print them for you for a good price, but it's something that it does take time. I don't have as much access to be able to do it as often as I'd like to. I could cut a couple out of wood, and I could send that to somebody real easy. Sorry, guys and gals. Have to head out unexpectedly. Thank you for making the day. This was epic good times. Thanks, Laid Off Pete, if I did catch you before you ran off. Always good to have you hanging out. Patina Turner, what'd you think of the live? That was an odd live tonight. Pretty chill. I mean, I've got crap laying all over the table right now. It's a disaster area. A lot of fun stuff coming in the future, though. I'm going to choil the crap out of the wood knife so I can jimp it. A jimp traditional is dangerous. A jimped traditional giant choil trapper. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Kevin Smith, because it's like you got a laser off, because I got a nice laser removal setting for titanium. So you anodize that titanium, you put it in there, and you can laser remove the pattern beautifully. If you watched, I did MPG's, Spider Co. And we did an anodize and a laser removal, and then another anodize in a different color, so it was like a two-tone. So that's basically the same as that, only it wouldn't be 2 times, it would be many, many times. Here, I'll bring it up real quick. We can find it. See the shipwrecked Kershaw? I really like it. It seems the blue really enjoyed going into the grooves. And so it's like almost like an electric blue groove shipwreck. Right? Fun stuff. Super fun. Ugh. Lighting and angles. It's like in focus, it's out of focus. Fun stuff though. Definitely fun stuff. Okay, let me pull this up real quick. Kidding me? Wow. Got the fade ano. There it is. Here we go. They are just great. So this would be the two colors. So I did the one color, right? And then design the pattern like that. And then laser remove the pattern. So here it is, the laser removal, bringing it straight back to bare titanium. My computer does not like me right now. Speed this up a little bit. So then we would just go in, you do whatever colors, you're going to make a couple puzzle pieces in green, for example. And then we would do this laser remove, and then we'd put it back in, and then do a couple pieces in blue. And then laser remove everything again, and then a couple pieces in purple. And then and so on and so forth. So there's the removal. Now check this out. Alright, so here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And so as we're going up to the first color, because we never actually got to the first color doesn't actually change. Come on. What? Why was that? Oh, did I show those backwards? I must have. But what's fun here is we watch the video and we can pause it. Right there. Tell me that color doesn't look sweet. A little combo of two colors. But yeah, that would be how I would do it. So it's something that could be done. Would it be easy? No. Would it be time consuming? Yes. Would it be frustrating? Probably. Bark, 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 bark. What are we chicken? I don't know what I'm missing, but I love you guys. You're great. Back for blood. Anyway, it's after 9. We're already over 3 hours in. I gotta catch some dinner. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up in the future. Everyone, if you have any ideas, you got message me on Instagram, KDK in 4K. And I think we're gonna try something. I'm gonna look into ordering a bunch of these, or make sure they are available, so I can at least have a link. Maybe get us a little discount or something like that. It's past my bedtime. It's past Robo's bedtime. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Always a good time. More videos to come. I don't know what video I'm posting tomorrow. Crap. Here we are. Better figure it out.